Hey, yo, everyone. I hope everyone's doing great. I am doing awesome. Hope everyone's having a great week. I know the weekend's coming up, which is probably going to be tomorrow after I upload this video. And yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying the 2 week or every 2 week upload. It's a lot easier on me, and I'm not rushing to upload videos the day before. Hopefully, should probably just do them a week in advance, but fortunately I'm busy at work and don't really have the time. But yeah, hopefully I get that figured out later on in the future. But I think Heyo Everyone is be my intro. I'm trying to figure out other ways to do the intro, but whatever. That'll be this other semantics I can get into. But today I bring you the Hasbro. Yes, Hasbro. I see Takara Tomy, but sometimes throws me off. The Hasbro Grimlock. Now this is based off the issue comic or issue 8 comic of Grimlock, and this is the first appearance of the Dinobots. Yes, I have more Grimlocks, and I want to show you in a bit or after this video. But I'm super glad they're making more Grimlocks. I've heard rumors that they're going to release an 86 Grimlock, which we've already gotten, but I don't know if it's going to be a reissue, which I'm glad. I'm super glad because thankfully I only paid $60 and it was loose, which it retailed at 50. But I have no problem with that. I know some people are selling for like 200 plus. I went to my local toy show, which was a North Dallas toy show. Oops, hit the camera there. North Dallas toy show, and I was able to find it for $60. It came with Wheeljack and his blaster and Grimlock himself. So getting into the figure, we have a really nice, and it's kind of textured a little bit. It could be just my fingers. This is definitely textured here. It has very photocopy feel to it, a very gloss feel to it. But I mean, obviously there's not the exact issue 8 cover because it usually has the Marvel logo here or somewhere up here I believe. Yeah, turning it around, we see Grimlock himself in a nice gloss finish there. Turning around back, we see more Grimlock in his Dinobot mode and his bot mode. And he goes Shockwave, which they've also released a comic book version of. There's a swoop up here, I'm assuming, and it goes kind of get off the glare. There you go, see Shockwave and Grimlock down there. 40 years of Transformers, 1984 to 2024. Turning around back, she sees some comic panels there. See, what's his name? Snarl. See Snarl there with Megatron. Go down, you see they go Slug or Slag, whichever one he goes by. Goes Soundwave, Grimlock. Yeah, cool. And same thing, turning it around. See, don't know what that Transformer is. There goes 2 T-Rexes. Interesting. Figure that out later at the bottom. So, opening it up the front, we see, opening the tab, I should say, we see some letters up here saying he's a good leader or a great dino leader. One of the powerful, and I think that's Wheeljack there. I just came to me, I don't know if I could be wrong. I haven't read the comic, unfortunately, just the covers. And we see Grimlock. And from the first glance, I'm loving this. I didn't even realize this almost Zipatone color. I think it was, or what's it called? Zipatone. It's what they used to shade the comics back then. See his blaster, his blades, and I think if you connect 2 of his blades, they become a pole. And yeah, I'm glad they gave him a silver finish to the gun. The only other colored finish we get is from the Shattered Glass version, but it only has orange tips, and everything else is black. So glad they gave him a silver gun. So yeah, we'll crack open this box and see you in a bit. back. So, first impressions, it's a great figure. I love these Grimlocks. In particular, this Grimlock mold. It's, I think, the perfect design, and honestly, you can't really go wrong with any deco that you put with this Grimlock. So, taking these out of the package, though, these are soft. It's a soft plastic. It's very malleable, I guess you would say. And I just realized that they look different. Sliding this over a bit, they're not the same. So I'm assuming this has to do with something in the comics, which I didn't read. And yeah, I mean, the only drawbacks with these soft plastic swords is probably how easy they are to and not break, but deform the blade itself. You can see already right there that unfortunately this one's just not in the best shape. And I mean, I'm sure I can probably just twist it back. I'm sure with some heat I can put it back, but you know, why should we have to? There's certain figures that I would say, why should we have to do that ourselves? But I'm just gonna leave it off with Grimlock anyways. I only think he looks cool with one sword anyway, so no biggie there. But he does come with three though, and they all look different. So whichever one you prefer to look, whichever one you prefer Grimlock to have, it's your choice. Setting these to the side, Grimlock himself. Just like I said before, he has that shading effect on him as well as on his chest. See some shading there. Underneath his waist is there. Legs. His arms as well. His shoulders. I mean, I'm assuming the inside of his chest when you transform him does it as well. See some Zipatone shading here too. On his neck when he's in Dinobot mode. Same thing shading there. Exactly the same on the other side. Same thing on this side. So, bringing down this gun right here. So, I believe in this comic he becomes Dino King. So that's why they gave him the crown. And he looks without the crown. With the crown. Now, the crown is also a soft plastic. Which, I mean, I'm no biggie here. I'm glad this one's not as, bended or compared to the other one. But these in almost every video that I make, there's always something falling. So this one does have notches in the inside the crown, so it's very easy to put this on. And it's only goes one way. And these little small notches right here go into the back part of his head. So you just slide it on, and there it goes. Easy there. Looking at his gun, as I said before, taking this off, it's silver. I mean, I'm assuming, yeah, this is a blue, originally blue, and they painted this silver. And I mean, no biggie there. I mean, I think blue and silver look really nice together. So yeah, just like every other gun. But let's get to the articulation on Grimlock. Let's take his swords off. His crown off. Alrighty. So, Grimlock does have shoulder hinges, and I think he has ratchet as well, shoulders. So when they want to go horizontal, it's on a hinge. Vertical, it's a ratchet. He has bicep swivel, which is real nice. He has a hinge shoulder, and when you put him in Dinobot mode, this does click in. So if you get this out of the package and your first time only a Grimlock, do not be scared. You just gotta pop it out, and there we go. He has rotation on the wrists there, and same thing on the other side of his body. He has waist rotation. He has also hip rotation, which is only forward and side, and they're all on hinges. His knees, move this up, have ratchet, or kind of like a soft ratchet knees, so it makes it pretty. You know that they're not going to go anywhere when you pose this figure. And side hinge or horizontal hinge feet, I guess you would say. It does not have forward motion. And I almost forgot about the head. On this particular Grimlock, and I don't know if it's just the latest release of this Grimlock, because a friend of mine also has the same issue. This little piece right here, this one's pretty loose. I don't have a problem with it. It's just unfortunate that it does. He also has that problem with his Grimlock. So all my other ones don't have this issue, but this one does. He also has, I believe he sits on a ball joint. Yep, sits on a ball joint on his head. And that's pretty much it for this figure. I mean, in terms of articulation, it goes that much. If you want him kind of going at you in this way. Yeah, this is one of the things that drew me into this figure really was the color scheme of this. It's very unique. The blue, the red, and the yellow, it doesn't clash as much as you think it would in person. And yeah, even the gray, it's a really nice. I would say it would be compared to a dish when you eat. You don't want to have a really nice steak on a paper plate. You know, I think the cherry on top would have been a really nice china plate. And that's what it is right here. It's a weird comparison. I guess the only comparison I can think of the top of my head. But that's what I would say. So let's get this Grimlock in his Dinobot mode, and we'll speak or I'll talk to you in the future. I'll try to do a speed run or a speed transformation here like I did with, I actually didn't do that with the Nemesis Bridge that I reviewed. I'm gonna try to do that right now. All right, bye. Okay, I just did a horrendous job when it comes to doing a quick, or what do you call it, a speed run of transforming this guy. It's gonna look very choppy once I edit this, so my apologies. But as always, I mean, honestly, the transformation on this Grimlock is really nice. I do have the Age of Extinction one. In my opinion, it's not the best. I don't like it, but during this video I will show all of my Grimlocks that I have in comparison to this one. But yes, the transformation is real nice. There's nothing wrong with it. I will say this was a lot more easier to transform because everything was a lot more smooth. There was I believe my G2 Grimlock, which I'll show, the paint was stuck together, so you kind of had to crack it open. It was weird. I transformed it once and it had to, I guess, you crack it just a little bit due to the paint. But yeah, looking very close, the comic shading is real nice. I think it really solidifies the comic book adaptation on the toy. The comic to a toy adaptation. I think that's how you would word it. So yeah, I mean, nothing too big with this figure. It's the paint is real nice. Doesn't look, doesn't look bad. There's some parts here and there that are just gonna be a little bit wonky, but it's no big deal. And I'm not an expert transforming guy, but I feel like these little parts right here should not be showing that much, so I'll have to fix that later. Yeah, I will cut to showing all my other Grimlocks that I have in my collection, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we are back, and these are the Grimlocks that I have. Actually, I have the Age of Extinction one right there, but he is kind of stuck away, so I can't get him right now. But these are all the ones. These are the G2 Redeco Grimlock, which I honestly would be my second pick because of this translucent neck. Translucent neck looks real nice. Looks like the bones are showing, which is real cool. This is the first 86 Grimlock that came out, I believe, in 2016. I am wrong, and I know I am wrong. So if anyone knows in the comments, let me know. Please do correct me because I don't want to spout the wrong stuff. And this is the stuff that this is the Grimlock that we got recently. They came out this year. It was supposed to come out in September, but I got it back in late July, mid-July. So, good old Hasbro fashion, always get our stuff early even though it says we're supposed to get it later. And honestly, my favorite is the Shattered Glass one. This paint is so good. I'm so happy that they chose with those colors. The neon, I say aqua green with the purple, orange. It's so nice. If y'all want to make a review on any of these figures, do let me know. I'll be super glad to review those. But that is it for this Grimlock. If you enjoyed this video, that is it for this Grimlock. It's honestly, out of the four, probably my third favorite. And that's not because of the overall articulation or the paint or anything. It's just overall design. I just like the uniqueness of both of these two. This is a really, really good, or I guess deco is what you would call it. If you love the comics and you love that Grimlock, this is for sure the best one you can get. I don't know if they make any third-party, kits or whatever. What are they called? What would you say? Third-party custom ones. Then I think this is probably, if they don't, they don't. But this would be your best bet to grab, or best bet for that Grimlock. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you for all my new subscribers. I want to say huge thanks for finding my videos entertaining. And yeah, leave a comment which Grimlock is your favorite out of these four, or if your Age of Extinction is your favorite. I mean, I like the overall design of that one, but in my opinion, it's just the transformation to get it to the Dinobot mode is kind of a pain. It's not my favorite, probably if not the worst, but that's my opinions. They don't have to be yours. So I'll see you later. Bye.